Hey everyone, it's Cast a Spell, and today I wanted to do a video about crossroads, cycles, and loops. What are they, how to use them, how to use them to your benefit, how they need to be acknowledged, and how they're inevitable. Like, crossroads, cycles, and loops are inevitable, and that's the trifecta. You can see this in the infinity symbol. You literally have the crossroads in the middle. The entire thing's a cycle. All of this is inevitable. All of this is part of your magic, and it goes way deeper. We can always go deeper, but in terms of manifesting and understanding it within yourself, that's going to help you. You have to go back to basics, and it's humbling, it's beautiful. So understanding the trifecta of the cycle, the loop, and the crossroads, you have to see it within yourself first. So what is a loop? A loop is a realm of spells, it's domains, it's spirits that you've agreed to. It's not just a spell, it's a realm of spells that is being implemented consistently. So essentially the loop is a whole ritual. You're running around and around and around and around. But the question is, where are you going? And that usually is in the same places you've already been when in terms of the loop. So it's only a loop if you don't acknowledge the other half. And in order to acknowledge the other half of the loop, you have to go through the crossroads. This is manifesting. This is life and death. This is creation and destruction. This is both sides of the coin. This is yin and yang. In order to understand your loop, you have to have something to contrast it with. So you have to go through the crossroads, and that's why the crossroads are so important. That's why in voodoo they have Papa Legba summoned or conjured in the beginning and in the end, because he is a portal deity. He's the one that has the keys to open and close the door. So if you're going to be working with Papa Legba, you know to work with him before and after your work. And you can also conjure him at the crossroads. Why? Because he is an archetype for change, and that's what this entire symbol of the infinity represents, is consistent change. Like, you're never outside of change, and that's the one thing that never changes, is change. So, and if you're going to receive something, you have to have something to offer. That's why that balancing is so necessary. That middle point is so necessary, because it gives you something to contrast. It gives you something to even out what you're taking. The crossroads are always necessary, and if you're going to be at the crossroads, that's going to allow you to see the cycle instead of just consistently staying in the loop, because you're not going to manifest shit in your loop. The loop is already set. It's already set. It's everything that you've agreed to already. Everything that you've agreed to is going to happen in that loop. However, if you want to manifest something outside of your loop, you gotta go through the crossroads. You're not going to be able to manifest unless you go through the crossroads, which means something has to be given in order for something to be received. And if you're going to receive something, then you have to be able to let something go. And that's okay. Like, that's the beautiful balancing power of magic. Like, if you really want to manifest something, offer something up. That's one of the beautiful things you can do in your magic, and that's how you're able to manifest. But you're not going to be able to manifest anything outside of your loop if you never leave your loop. So in order to see something outside of your loop, you have to be willing to change. Change is inevitable. Change is necessary. To fight it will be your downfall. So you might as well work with it. You can't get away from it. And if you resist, it's going to make it even harder for you to get out of your fucking loop. So you might as well just go with it and work with it. Staying in that loop is not going to get you anywhere. You're going to keep running around and around and around in circles. But in order to manifest, you have to leave the loop. So that means you have to change. You have to do something different. Doing the same money spell all the fucking time is not going to get shit done. Do something else. Do something else. Don't stay the same. This is why creating your craft is so necessary. It's way more powerful than you just copying someone else's work. Do something else. Go to the crossroads and choose the other option. Choose the other side. So the trifecta total, the the crossroads, the loop, the cycle. All together to me is the spirit of change. So when you're able to conjure and work with the spirit of change, that's when you're able to implement it within yourself. And that's why self-deification is incredibly powerful. That's why Papa Legba is a thing. That's why Ganesha is a whole thing. Same archetype, but different names. It's key because they deified the same primal archetype. And that's why self-deification, find what changes for you, deify it and work with it. Because again, when you're creating your own craft, the more detailed and the more foundation you set up for yourself, the more you're able to work in your own magic. The more, and that's organizing your chaos. That's leaving your loop. That's not just allowing it to wander about and it be a thing. When you put structure in your own magic, you can easily utilize it. So that's why self-deification is necessary. So when you're working with these primal spirits, yeah, you can work with Papa Legba, but become more intimate with Papa Legba. Let him give you another name to call him by. That's what I mean by creating your own craft, becoming intimate with your spirits, because spirits, again, are fragments of yourself, not your human self, not your body, the thing that decided to agree to having a body. You know what I mean? So you have options. So if in order to utilize these options, go to the crossroads and do something else. Give something in order to receive something. So how do you leave the loop? You switch it up, you change the song, you do something else, okay? You allow something else to be the option. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this just a little bit. If you're interested in being a part of the cast of Cast a Spell, these are the types of topics that we talk about, that we go through, that we work on and within ourselves, as well as in the process creating our own craft. So yeah, there's more information about that. Just go to Occult Corner store and I will be in touch with you guys later on. Bye.